Dharma Bites is brought to you by Free Buddhist Audio, the Dharma for your life. Our work is funded entirely by donations from our generous listeners. If you would like to help us keep this free, make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. Thank you, and happy listening.
So he was on the brink of enlightenment, and then Mara came. Some people don't necessarily relate to Mara quite easily, but I find it quite helpful to sort of personify that sort of energy. Padmavajra says, calls Mara, he's like the fascist regime within. He's whatever gets in your way of spiritual growth and obstacles that stop you from transforming. That's Mara. So whether it's the stories you tell yourself, your doubts, your perception of things, whatever gets in your way is Mara. On the moment of enlightenment, there was Mara saying to him, what are you doing? You can't do this. Who do you think you are? I don't know if anyone else is familiar with that, but I can often have that experience. Mara's often around. And so the Buddha called the earth goddess to witness his efforts. And I really love that story. So it's kind of like just getting back in touch with his own experience, his own practice of ethics, his own practice of meditation, his own confidence, his own intentions, and just relying on that rather on Mara and the stories that he may tell you or we may tell ourselves. Also, there's an image in Lord of the Rings that I thought is a bit like that sometimes when things are going really, really well. It's a bit like that image when he's at the top of the mountain and the orcs are coming and those armies, it's like Mara's assault. When I think of the story of the Buddha's enlightenment and that moment where, you know, he'd nearly broken free, and then Mara came with all his weapons and all those forces to try and stop him. And I think it was a bit like that. I can imagine it being a bit like that. And then by touching the earth and getting back in touch with his own experiences, his own confidence, he turned all those weapons to flowers. And I think that's a really beautiful image.
We hope you enjoyed today's Dharma Bite. Please help us keep this free. Make a contribution at freebuddhistaudio.com/donate. And thank you.